guys, how is everyone? This is Blue Phantom. Things have been kind of depressing lately with the whole coronavirus and lack of toilet paper thing going on, so I figured, why not just spend this time playing some awesome video games? So I'm really excited to see that this game dropped just a few days ago. This game I used to play on the Sega Saturn. I had the original, and then I played it for the Xbox. The controls feel kind of weird, and when you first start the game, it doesn't start you with the controls in inverse mode, so if you're an inverse flyer like I am on the game, make sure you go into your options and change it to inverse first. Now I have limited recording equipment, so I'm going to be playing only episodes 1 through 4 on normal mode, and then I'm going to do the rest in my next recording. So, let me know what you think about the remake of the game, and if you played it, give me your thoughts on it. Honestly, the controls give me a hard time as opposed to the original. And there's a few things that were changed in the cutscenes, such as Panzer Dragoon not pointing at the main protagonist at the end, which kind of bothered me a little bit. But other than that, the graphics are gorgeous. And, well, let's just play the game. Now the soundtrack and everything is on point. They stayed true to pretty much the original game, so I'm very excited about that. They did change the sound effects though, but other than that it's on point. Now, I really love the ruins because they kept it true to the series. Now, speaking of the controls and such, do yourself a favor, and if you're able to hook your Nintendo Switch up to your TV, or if you're using the Xbox One version, do so, because it feels a lot more like Panzer Dragoon on the TV set than it does on the Switch for some reason. Or try going into your input controls for the aiming sensitivity. Now in the original, this part right here makes more sense. I'll show you what I mean in just a minute. That. See, he wasn't already dead like that at the other one. And then he just leaves him there. Like his mount didn't even get attacked. And he just leaves him there to get crushed. Like, sorry. Here comes Panzer. And he looks really cool. And the Dart Dragon looks awesome as well. But what I don't understand is in the original, he didn't look like, I don't know, in this one he looks like he's white and red, or black and red and white. In the original, he looked more like green and yellow to me. And then this part they do in first person for some reason. I can understand though. I kind of appreciate that approach. That was kind of interesting. And then pretty much the rest just plays out like normal. They also changed Panzer Dragoon's high-speed screech that he makes. Now this is the only part that bothered me. He doesn't point at him with the like in the original too much. Like, you're the next one, I choose you next to carry on. But other than that, I love the opening cutscene. I'm actually going to do my gameplay in the next video, because this opening scene itself just took 8 minutes. Look how fast he goes. That got me excited right there. He doesn't do that in the original. I was thinking, oh, he's going to be a lot faster. No, he actually is a lot slower in the game than in the original. You'll see what I mean when I get to stage 4. It's a lot less exciting than in the original game. Alright, so I'm going to end it right here, and then I'll start off my next video on the gameplay of Episode 1. Welcome back, everyone. We are now playing Episode 1 of the Panzer Dragoon Remake. Let's do this. Hang on, my control's not working. There we go. Now, they only give you one camera angle to use, but this one I honestly used mostly throughout the game anyway, because it's the easiest to dodge enemy attacks with. So I honestly have no problem with that being the only camera angle that you get. I was still surprised that they took the other ones completely out, though. Kind of hard for me to see. I'm recording my Switch from quite a distance, so... It's starting to feel a lot more like Panzer Dragoon now that after I played it a while. It's been so long since I've played the actual original game, so I may just be, I don't know, or get rusty. But it just doesn't feel the same as the original as far as controls go. But that was probably one of the points. Now this part they changed right here with those flowers up ahead. The enemies look quite a bit different. You'll see what I mean in a little bit. This was a lot more like Panzer Dragoon now. I was bashing it too hard when I first played it. It's a little bit more difficult when you're just holding it in your hands because the system itself heats up. It makes your hands really hot while you're trying to play the game, so I suggest just playing it with a controller from a distance. Or on your TV set. It's a lot better. There they are. See, they changed it. It's a little weird. Ouch. I'll get the hang of it though. I'm so used to playing through the game without even getting hit. Or playing it through on hard mode. And we'll see how it goes. But the enemy placement is pretty much true to the same game. I really appreciated that. This part's a little different and makes quite a bit more sense actually. Because in the original it looks like he should have been crushed to pieces. This is different too. It says Naraka class Imperial battleship. They didn't give the bosses intros in the original game. They just showed up and they were like, I'm gonna kill you now. I can't see from a distance too good on this. They dumbed down the main weapon a little bit, it feels like. Like you used to be able to get a lot of shots in, but it's not as fast as it was. I guess because it was OP to begin with, they kind of nerfed it a little bit. I can kind of see why. It still feels like I'm not shooting these for some reason. It's kind of annoying. There we go. In the original game, I don't know if they do it on this one too, if you just leave him alone, he'll just leave. Like, if you just wait a long enough amount of time and survive, he'll just leave. It's quite interesting, actually. I always hate these things. This game doesn't make it any easier to hit them. I think what it is, I'm just not used to the way that this sensitivity is on the controls for this remake. Let's see. Once I get it down though, I'll be good. If my attacks actually hit them, that would be great. Oh, that's close. But I did notice that they left it to where you could just update it. So they may make some future updates. I'm hoping that they will. Just to smooth out the battle system a little bit. Other than that, it's good. I think they need to change some of the, I don't know, just some of the way that the shots are fired just seems off. Yeah, I could have done a lot better than that. Oh well. Still good. I won't need those continues. I won't need them at all. I think they're speaking in German, I'm not quite sure. My brother in the past told me that Panzer is German for the word tank. Like a battle tank. Which would make sense for a dragon. So the name Panzer Dragoon makes a lot more sense. One time my friend put my Sega Saturn into... No, my cousin. He put my Sega Saturn game system into German language just to mess with me. And I had to go into the settings and figure out how to get into the settings and change it back to English. So that was an interesting day. I laughed about it later, but I was kind of mad at the time. Loading. I like the little dragon icon at the bottom. Alright, episode 2. And they also stayed true to the original game where you only recover a certain amount of health after every stage. So until I got a little practice in, I actually felt like I was going to have to use some of those continues. But I just would get rage quit and just restart the level. Just to practice more. Oh, I hate them things. I hate them things. Forgot they were there. It doesn't feel the same, but I'll get it. Already taking a lot of damage. So many things shouldn't just happen. Unexpected things that shouldn't happen. What the? Alright, I'm getting stuff on my radar. Oh yeah, that's right, they come from behind. Ooh! They remind me of face huggers. Alright, social distancing, guys. Stay away. Stay 6 feet away from me. Stay 6 feet away from me at all times. Please. Oh, I like this part right here. I always destroy all of them at one time. We kept it the same, too. Is it bad that I still remember that he can target up to 8 enemies at once? I feel like that's bad. Oh, I missed one. God, I'm doing horrible. I know where they are. They're just one side after the other. It's weird sitting from this far back from the screen now on the Switch. Alright, here come the giant sandworms. I don't usually kill them on here for some reason anymore. They changed the weapon. Okay. You gotta shoot those to keep them from hitting you like that. That hurts. Ooh, hello. Forget about those. Now the Dark Dragon is on his way behind us. In the original game, you could just, if you stay still in the center of the screen, he actually will fire his shots completely around you. They will all go around you in a circle. It's pretty cool. I try to dodge them because they're really annoying. But in this game, it doesn't quite work as well for me, so I won't be doing that on the remake. If I ever record the original one, which I should one day, I'll show that. It's really cool. You can just sit in the middle of the screen while all the shots just fire around you, and I can just tell them how bad his aim is, like the stormtroopers from Star Wars. Why y'all still hanging around? Get out of here. There he is. See, he doesn't look the same. I kind of like the black and red, but I'm used to the green and yellow. It's just weird. And here he comes, trying to sneak attack me. I do not know where he's at. Oh, he didn't succeed at all. Whoa, hello. And he's done. I like to keep this part the same though. He just kind of taunts you a little bit. Like, bye! I'm getting out of here. Alright, I'm going to end the video at this point and do the next 2 episodes on my next recording. Alright, see y'all next time. Alright, B is shoot, not A. I'm so used to it being on the Sega Saturn. It feels weird. Having played the original is both a blessing and a curse. You expect it to feel the same, but it don't. Blessing in the fact that you know where all the enemies are. Curse in the fact that you don't expect it to feel the way it does. Oh, you're a bad driver. I don't know what are in those, but I always destroy them all at one time. It's just fun to do. Once I get a little bit better, I'll probably upload a video of doing it in a hard mode, finishing the game. What the? These 2 little guys hide over here for no reason at all. Oh, wait, no, that's not that point yet. You'll see them in a little bit. They're just like hanging out, chilling. They don't even attack you, they just sit there. You gotta watch your radar. I highly suggest watching your radar. If you want to get a good shot-down ratio, watch your radar. See? They're just sitting there. Hi. Sleeping on the job, I see. Ouch. Okay. This part right here is just getting low. A little different than the original. You can't just shoot while you're going, while you're dodging. Now there is another control mode where you can actually move the shooting reticle with the other analog stick. I may actually try to master that down, so I found that really interesting that you can control Panzer Dragoon without the shooting reticle just being in front of him, but I like the original way of that it's done, so I just kept it that way. It was easier for me to just hurry up and get a feel for it. There's a classic mode, and then there's a modern mode. It starts you off on the actual classic mode, but if you want to change it, you can go into your settings, just like for the inverse controls. Because I always prefer flying controls to be inversed for some reason. Everybody else asks me why, but it just feels like flying if it's inversed. I don't know. Alright, this guy will actually shoot at you as soon as he comes onto the screen, so he may get me, he may not. You have to watch for him. He doesn't do that in the original game. Yep, he didn't get me. Ah. Trying to kill me, ain't even ready yet to fight. His other part's coming around over here. You can see him on the radar. Now there's two ways to kill this guy. You can actually destroy the, now this is where that reticle thing comes in handy actually, the modern mode. Because you could just dodge him while you're just keeping him constantly locked on. But it ain't that bad. I was having a hard time hitting him at first. It wasn't making a whole lot of sense. It doesn't feel the same how to dodge him anymore. You just gotta really watch those blades. Because sometimes it's hard to judge exactly the height of him and when he's going to actually switch. There he goes, he's switching. See, I was off on that one. I thought it was a little higher. Now you can actually destroy the bottom first or the top first. If you destroy the bottom first, his blades will attack you. You gotta really watch your radar with this one. He'll attack you from all sides. He'll also shoot little enemies out and get to the front and they'll explode and shoot bullets at you. So go ahead and try to take them out before they get in front of you. Just lock onto them. So they did keep the first person view camera in, but only for the side and the back cameras. But they did keep the best camera angles, so I'm not too upset about it. Oh, I got the bottom part destroyed. Here comes the top part. Just ain't that big of a deal. Whoa! 6 feet. Oh, I didn't know I could. Crap. Yeah, at this point he's pretty much finished. Now, the next stage, I'm very bad at botching. I was very disappointed in episode 4. It doesn't feel nearly as exhilarating as the original game. Do yourself a favor and play the original for this level. Or watch it. Because it doesn't look nearly as fast-paced. The graphics are fine, but the stage itself, it just bugs me. Alright guys, I know I do usually 2 episodes per video, but I'm going to stop it here because this one's been pretty long. And I'll see you guys next time. Now, in the last episode, I told you that this stage really disappointed me a lot. I'm going to botch this up so bad. I'm sorry, just ahead of time, I'm sorry. It doesn't feel like the original. Like, the enemy placement is the same. But the stage just does not feel the same anymore. This part's not too bad, quite honestly. This part's not too bad. It's pretty fast-paced. Okay, I'm doing a little bit better than last time. Last time I was doing horrible. Like that. I missed that one. And I'm gonna get hit a lot here. This is what drives me nuts, is I get hit a lot on this stage because, I don't know. Just bullets flying. These are the most annoying enemies in the entire game. Even in the original Sega Saturn game, these are the most annoying. I don't care what anybody says, these are the most annoying enemies in Panzer Dragoon. Period. I hate them with a passion. And here comes more of them. You just have to be ready for them. You have to know that they're there. I know that they're there, and they're still going to get me. Alright, got them out of the way. Now this is the part that feels like it got a little dumbed down. Ow, I shouldn't have got hit right there. Because it slows down, especially the door part, the opening doors that shut on you. I'm just really happy they kept the same soundtrack for the game. See, it feels like you're going a lot slower. Like, this part's okay, but I don't like it at the end part. Especially at the doors. Not this part right here, but the part where the doors try to close on you. Right here, see? Just, meh. This part right here, he should be moving a lot faster. Maybe I'm just being too, I do like how they enter this guy, though. I like how they do the music before the start of a boss fight. It sounds like it changed a little bit. Now, for this guy, he won't attack you till his health bar comes up, but you want to stay over, when he gets behind you, you want to stay over to your right, because he'll physically bump into you while you're trying to attack him from behind. You don't want to use your lasers against him very much, because as long as he's got those arms, they really don't do any damage. The only thing you can damage your laser with is his head. There's not a whole lot of implications to that, though, in this remake. You don't even hear his rocket arm when he shoots it at you. You only hear it when it comes back. See? Yeah, it's kind of annoying. And he doesn't make that noise when you shoot him with your lasers to imply that you're not actually doing any damage. You just have to realize you're not doing any damage. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being too nitpicky. What the? You don't usually come around that fast. You can actually shoot all of these down if you're lucky enough. I try to be special. I'm trying to be special, so I'm getting hit. just don't like how they dumbed down the gun. He's not even giving me a chance to shoot him from behind. He's just jumping right back in front. Like, okay, let's go. Ow. Usually he'll get me by physically just running into me. I can't shoot you, I'll just run into you. My aim is terrible. Okay, I'll give you that. At least you can get strategy. Oh, I just ran right into that crap. What the? Whoa! I don't usually do this bad against them. I may just go back and fight him so I have more health for the next level. Alright, now you can hit him with lasers. Especially since he's trying to kill you with lasers at this point. Because that's his favorite weapon. I'm a firing my laser! Sorry. Why won't you go away? Also, the boss music for this one I think is a little different. And there goes the Dark Dragon. And one of the most gorgeous cutscenes in the entire series. It's not as big an open field as it looked in the original, but it's still gorgeous the way they did the graphics. There's nothing like going out of the cave and just seeing an entire battlefield waiting to try to kill you. Fun. Alright guys, till next time. I think I just slurred there. My bad. I can't talk. I can't English today. I should have went back and got more help. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. We can do this. We can do this. We can do this. Crap. I feel like Panzer Dragoon gets stronger throughout the game as you progress because these guys were a boss fight in the first level. A boss fight for just one of these. Now he can destroy an entire fleet of them. That's a big improvement from the start of the game. I don't know if that's just because the first battleship was more armored. I feel like it's the way of the game telling you that your dragon has become more powerful as you had progressed throughout the game. What hit me? Why won't you die? Yeah, I'm actually having fun now because I can, well, I'm getting the hang of the controls. Go away. I thought I was. Let's just keep moving, just keep moving, ow, just keep moving. It's hard for me to see exactly where I'm getting shot at from, so I'm gonna mostly rely on my radar here. I'm watching the screen from a far distance, a small screen from a far distance. Oh, that's fair. This is like a little mini boss, in a way. Wow, I'm doing horrible. Whee! This is not going good. There's the birds. That's the sign that the boss is on his way, as well as these ships that surprisingly move very fast somehow. All of a sudden, they just accelerate out of nowhere, like, here I am! They're here to make your life difficult before you get to actually fight the boss. But you see him on the horizon. You see him. But they're here to try to stop you. And we're not going to let them do that. Now, this boss is a little aggravating because I can't always shoot down all the shots he fires at me. When it gets to the side view. I don't have any problems with the front view, but the side view is pretty difficult. It's frustrating. I feel like he's gonna hit me. I'm gonna take him out as fast as I can. I always get down to low health at this point. This is only my second playthrough, so there's that. Second playthrough of the remake, not the game itself. I played this game 100 times, probably. I won't let you beat me. Got him. Alright, he's not done yet. Now, in the original, this part's actually a lot harder because you can't lock on to the attacks he launches at you. But in this remake, for some reason, you can lock on to his attacks, so it made it a lot easier. He'll be very lucky if he actually hits me now at this point. He shouldn't. As long as I'm paying attention to what I'm doing, which my attention span's not the greatest in the world, I shouldn't have any problems. Why are you still here? Why don't you run? You're fighting a dragon. You might want to rethink your life decisions. Oh, he got me. I can't see what I'm doing very well. I need to kill him as fast as I can. Yeah, we got him. Ooh, that was close. That's awesome because you get to see him crash. Episode 5 completed. 2 more to go. Now in the next episode there's no boss fight, so that gives me a chance to heal my dragon a little bit. Oh, I did horrible on this stage. That's okay. Alright guys, see y'all next time. I'm very tempted to hit restart. Hey guys, what's up? Sorry, I ended up making a really bad mistake and I kind of restarted the game by accident up to this point. I was trying to do the cutscene for the video. I stopped recording in my last video, and then when I went back to try to actually get the cutscene in my recording, I restarted a new game by accident. So my shot down ratio for the end of the game is going to be a lot higher than it initially was. I still did terrible on this stage. Alright, so let's go to episode 6. In this scene it looks like they're being turned on by these creatures. Looks like they're being attacked by their own forces somehow. I believe the Dark Dragon has influence over them. It kind of reminds me of fish. Episode 6. I feel like I gave the game not enough credit at the start because I wasn't used to controls. But they're feeling a lot smoother after some practice. I'm probably being biased because I'm so used to the original Panzer Dragoon. Why is this so blurry? Not even watching what I'm doing. Honestly though, I completely annihilated the final boss in this game when I went through it the first time, so I'm not too worried about taking damage too low. Dark Dragon go? I honestly kind of wish they had a name for the Dark Dragon, but they don't. It's just called the Dark Dragon. It's kind of like, in How to Train Your Dragon with the Light Fury. It's just called the Light Fury. They didn't even give her a name. My friend calls her Bright Skills. We're going with that. And he's back. One final attack to try to stop me. And it didn't work. Why is this so blurry? I'm sorry guys, I'm going to try to make this a little bit clearer in the next video. Let's do the shotgun radio. Alright guys, this is it. This is the final battle in the game. Showdown with the Dark Dragon. And he does reach the Dark Tower. I feel like he looks like a giant fish in this. Of course he did before, but even more so now. It's awesome, but they call him Super Dragon. He's actually got like an armor over his body. He's actually in the front of it. You'll see once I defeat him. Don't be intimidated by him. I annihilated the heck out of him the first round. It seemed a lot easier than in the original. Other than he shoots a lot more. You just dodge him. Keep at it. Trouble because I can't see very far from my screen. It's very frustrating to record with your Android phone while you're trying to play your Switch from far away. This game is definitely worth buying. Once you get the hang of it, it feels like it should. I'm not gonna let you fire that laser. He didn't even get a chance. Next time I do an upload, I'll do a playthrough on hard mode. This is on normal. I honestly was hoping they would add like an extra part to the final boss fight, being that they remade the game. Honestly, they might have on hard mode, I don't know yet. But that's something to look forward to see if they did change anything up. And in less than 4 minutes, that's the end of the episode. They kept this scene the same. It makes me cry every time almost. They never explain if the dragon dies or if he lives on. I got a feeling he lives on. Because at the end it shows dragon footprints. I feel like they just part ways afterwards. Honestly, I don't feel like you could ever have felt like you have actually been a dragon rider unless you've played this game. There is nothing else like this game in the world. If you've never played it, I highly suggest that you give this a go, if you never got to play the original game. Alright guys, enjoy the rest of the credits. Until next time, this is Blue Phantom signing out. Stay cool, guys.